Erdman.
And where were you born?
I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in a little town called Merritt Square. It's in the Northeast.
Have you lived there your whole life?
We moved out of Philadelphia when I was about 12, and then we moved to Delaware County, Pennsylvania, a little town called Secane, and I lived there until I was 21, and then I moved down the shore, down here to Rio Grande.
Which you still currently reside.
Yes, I do.
Um, did you work in or out of the home?
I've always worked outside the home. I started working when I was about 16. Right now I am an optician. I've been doing that for about 24 years. I work for Pearle Vision. And luckily enough, I work about 2 blocks from my house, which makes it nice and convenient. So I work in my own neighborhood, so I get to see all of the people from this area and take care of them.
What do you remember about work life? Are there any standout moments?
Well, there was a little girl. She was about 3 years old, and she got her first glasses, and she's looking in the mirror, and the smile on her face, and she started to touch the mirror because she had never been able to see all this before, and then she was touching my face because she could see me. And it was the most wonderful feeling that I have ever felt. And I knew then that this is why I do what I do.
Alrighty. What do you think is unique about New Jersey?
Well, I love the idea that you can watch the sun come up over the ocean, watch the sun go down over the bay on any given day.
Now, you live on a peninsula, right? Yes.
Yes.
So, about how far would you say you travel to get to the beach and then to get to the bay? About how far is the distance to reach both? From one side to the other?
Probably about 10 or 15 minutes.
To get from the beach to the bay?
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking about the sunset. You can see the sunrise and
Yes.
then, race over to the other side and ultimately see it set at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, yes.
That's pretty cool.
And it's the most calming, wonderful feeling to be able to me, that's my mental therapy, is to just listen to that water and watch that sun go down. It just lets me know that everything is okay.
Did you see a lot of changes for women in your lifetime?
I can't really say that I have. I've been very, very fortunate in my life. I was able to go to college and get my license to be an optician. I was able to get a job. It didn't matter whether I was a woman or a man. However, when I listen to stories that my mom tells, my mom had to work her whole life also. There were times when she had jobs where she was not allowed to wear a skirt. Or, I'm sorry, not allowed to wear pants. She had to wear a skirt. So it could be freezing cold, and these women would go to work in their pants and have to go into the ladies' room and get changed into skirts because they weren't allowed to wear pants. There was a time when my mom had to lie and say that she didn't have children in order to get a job, because back in those days, men felt that women were working simply for spending money. When the reality was a lot of women worked because they had no choice.
To support their family.
To help support their family.
Question of, if you could change anything in the world, what would it be?
Well, I'm a little old-fashioned. I kind of believe in the old world peace theory. I would love the idea of everyone being able to live in harmony. The old peace, love, and all of that. I'm a hippie from the past, I guess, but I would love to see everyone learn about each other's cultures, accept them. You're not the same as me. Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way God intended. We're not all supposed to be exactly alike.
That's what makes the world interesting.
Exactly.
Because if we were all the same,
how boring would that be?
Yes.
I would love to learn about every single culture out there. I don't have to agree with it, but knowledge is power. No one can ever take your knowledge away from you. So that being said, learn about each other, and start worrying about our planet. Because the way it is now, it's not going to be around for long if we don't do something.